Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Beauty Topics podcast. This episode it's going to be a bit different for me from all the others that I've done in the past. I have someone with me that I actually drove out to see. I traveled to Dallas for this particular guest because she is someone who is just kind of a shero for me. She inspired me in more ways than I think she'll ever realize. And I'm going to try to not tear up while I'm doing this. Because this woman is a philanthropist. She is a medical professional. She is an advocate for women. She is an advocate for girls. She is just someone of pristine character and moral fiber. She is a mother. She is a wife. She is so many things to so many people. She wears so many hats. She's a business owner. She is a beauty queen. She is absolutely 100% stunning. You will not believe how absolutely gorgeous she is. But the thing is, the outside kind of pales in comparison to the beauty that she holds on the inside. So it is my pleasure, my honor, my absolute just with a gracious heart, I just want to say thank you and welcome to the Beauty Topics podcast, Miss Yvonne Gochango.
Thank you so much. That really made me cry. Oh my gosh, Chantel.
I mean, when I first met Yvonne, I met her because this gorgeous woman represented her country, the Philippines, as Mrs. Philippines. And I met her at the Miss International Beauty Pageant. I had the pleasure of doing her hair and makeup every day and being able to spend time with her and learn about her platform that she started to help young women in her home country. And I would like for you to share a little bit about that.
Yes, Chantel, first of all, before we proceed, I'm literally crying.
I know, I need a tissue too.
I
I'm
miss
with
you so much, and it just warms my heart to see you here today. You guys drove a long drive, 5 hours or more from
I would have
Houston.
drove 20. So it doesn't matter. I would have driven 20.
Oh my gosh. And it is such an honor and a privilege to be your friend. And I say that truly from the bottom of my heart. And I am really very, very grateful that all the words that you've said really struck my heart. I am so thankful that I met you and that we spent all those many days.
We spent many days and many early mornings.
Yes.
I mean, we had 3 a.m. glam sessions where we
Yes.
would just talk and
Yes.
just about life and everything that she has done. She's just such an open book, but her life has been about service and helping others. And you guys will just learn more about it in a bit. And I'm just going to be quiet for a minute and let her talk so I don't blubber.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. But you know, Chantel, you are one of the women that I really look up to as well. You have such a beautiful soul. You radiate with kindness, generosity, and I can just still clearly remember the moments when I needed you most and you were there for me. It was the feeling that you gave to me when we were doing all those sessions early morning when I was at my worst already, I would say, because I've not slept very well, had to wake up very early. And for somebody who is not young anymore, I was 51 or 52 when I competed. Was that last year? I was 52 years old. And
Even though she looks 35.
thank you so much. You are too kind. And you really inspired me and encouraged me to keep going and to just stay in the game. And I'm so glad that you did, because there were moments I wanted to collapse. And I think I did. but you just kept urging me and you kept inspiring me. And that inspiration that you gave to me during those moments, you probably don't know, but that really fueled me to give my best shot. And today too, I am so honored that you have thought about coming to me and meeting me in person once again to do this podcast. And it is such an honor, such a privilege. And so without further ado, yes, I would like to talk about my foundation. It is called Promise of Tomorrow Global Movement, where I continue to be of service to students and to orphans, both in the Philippines and in Kenya. And we just did last February a huge outreach program where we catered to more than 150 students in one school alone. And then we did another one in another town about I would say 300 kids plus their families. And I would love to take all the honor, but I could not because I had a lot of friends and people and volunteers who helped me make that event, those two separate events, a huge success. And I would like to thank, of course, my family, the volunteers of Promise of Tomorrow Global Movement based in the Philippines, and also my two sons who helped me with that. And my classmates from Assumption, Iloilo, who helped me with the PASI outreach program, where we reached out and spent an entire day immersing ourselves and talking to these families who needed so much inspiration and needed so much uplifting, especially when they are in an impoverished state. So even just the attention that you give to them already means a lot to them, more than we can ever know. And this coming December, I would like to thank in advance my partner who is based in California. Their company is called Boundless Care Incorporated, where they're a staffing agency. At the same time, they are a nursing home service. They are going to collaborate with me, and we are going to tackle on an orphanage in Iloilo City. And that's this coming December. So I don't even know how I'm going to juggle my time doing all these right now, especially with the skincare. But I know if it's God's will, there is a way.
And I love that it's a family affair, because you mentioned your two sons that devote their time and energy as well.
Yes.
And I know your husband, and I know your husband is your number one fan,
Yes.
your biggest supporter. He's
know.
an amazing partner for you. You guys complement each other so well. So, I mean, that, just even your marriage and seeing the partnership that you two have really inspires me to make sure that I'm the best partner that I can be for my own spouse.
Yes.
Because I watched him with that camera, and I just watched him just look at you with just awe. And he has so much love in his face when he looks at you. I'm just like, he literally looks at her like she's a snack.
Oh.
Like she's a whole snack. And I'm like, that's what I want. That's what I want. It's just incredible. But
Thank you.
the things that you do, I remember you sharing the story about the beautiful young girl doing her schoolwork on the banana leaves.
Yes.
And I have just never forgotten it.
Yes.
I think so many people in this country take education for granted.
Yes.
And they don't understand how imperative it is to educate yourself.
Yes.
And to be able to have the best life that you possibly can be and provide the best life that you can for your children and your family. So just seeing someone so young understand that and just say, I'm going to use this banana leaf to do my assignments. What that must have just meant, to her, to be able to participate in class, to find any way that she could to participate. I mean, she was so inspiring. Yeah.
Yes. And those are moments where you are correct. A lot of us, we have everything here.
Yes.
We take it for granted, and not knowing there are a lot of people out there who are hurting
And suffering.
Yet, in spite of the pain, they can still find a way to find beauty in things and be motivated by the love for their family to better themselves. And for me, that's probably one of the biggest things. I wanted to better the life of my family, my extended family, my hometown, and that is why I am here.
Yes, absolutely. And you have just been, what a light, what a shining example of what an education can do for you, what drive can do for you. You didn't let anything stop you, not where you were from, not your background. You didn't let the fact that you're a female and in some cases be like a male dominated industry.
Always.
You didn't let anything hold you back. Another thing you guys don't know about Miss Yvonne is she is an anesthesiologist.
Yes.
And she's incredible at what she does. I had an upcoming surgery that I was nervous about, and she explained everything to me step by step. This is what's going to happen. This is, your healing period will be this. And I mean, it helped me. It took the fear out because I was terrified.
Thank you. I would have done my job if I took
you really took care of me. Can you tell me a little bit about your journey to become an anesthesiologist?
Yes. Well, when I came to the United States in 2001, I already had my master's degree in public health, and I had my baccalaureate in nursing. I went to school at Wake Forest University School of Medicine to become a nurse anesthesiologist. I went to school for 3 years in order to complete that degree. When I graduated in 2009, I continued to serve our community First, it was in Virginia, and then we moved here to Texas. But just doing inducing coma for a living, day in and day out, with my background in nursing, was really one of the best things that had happened to me in my life. Would I go to school again? Probably not. That was really hard. I'm just kidding. But would I? Yes, would I do it again? I would not trade anything in the world for that decision that I made, that I was going to go to anesthesia school. It was a lot of sacrifice, Chantel. And believe me, as in anything, the power of grit, perseverance, and just hardcore focusing on what you want and not even minding what other naysayers tell you. Because believe it or not, I've had so many people who tell me, oh, you're probably not going to finish school. Oh, it's so expensive. I don't think you'll make it. Oh, you have to quit nursing.
Oh, you're a mother and all these things.
A lot of these things that I hear at the background. But you know what? In my experience in life, you have to learn to drown out all those negative things and focus on your dream. Write it down. What really helped me was writing it down. I even had a picture of my dream vehicle in front of my
Look at my girl manifesting. I'm here for it. I'm about manifesting things. I love it.
Yes, so I had a photo of my class also, and right beside it was my dream. And it just to keep me going, because it was difficult. Financially, it was one of the hardest things to do, because for a family of 5 and to totally quit, being an provider also in the family between me and my husband. He was a realtor at the time, and I was a nurse in the ICU. It was difficult to stop work completely and not have that income. But I am glad that I did. But as in anything, you always have to sacrifice in order to invest in a dream, and that's what happened to me.
Yes, I think a lot of times people don't. They want instant gratification. They're not willing to put in the work, or they don't have just the drive that it takes. Do you know what I mean? You can't just dream. You have to put your dreams into action.
Yes.
You have to step up to the plate and say, okay, these are the steps that I need to work in order to get to this final destination, this place where I want to be.
Yes.
And I think, unfortunately, a lot of people just don't really, they can't see the bigger picture.
Yes.
They can't see the forest for the trees, I guess, is the way someone would say that. But you definitely, you took care of your family. You put your education, like the fact that you and your husband said, listen, came together and really valued what the end goal was, you put value on that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, we're going to get to this point.
Yes.
So I really admire that. And wow, what a lesson you showed your kids.
Yes.
They were like, what, they come from a boss mama.
Yeah.
They come from a boss mom, and they recognize it and they know it. And I can see, I know how much they admire you. And that work ethic you instilled in them just goes to show, which is why they got involved with the charity themselves.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
And even with a charity, it's not only the Promise of Tomorrow that they are active, but they are also active in a nonprofit organization here in Dallas that's called Hiligaynon, which is basically our it's a language that binds us together in the Philippines. In the Philippines, there are more than 75 languages. So with this Hiligaynon community, and in fact, just last Saturday, my husband and I hosted the charity gala.
I saw on Instagram. Yes. You looked absolutely stunning.
Thank you. My 2 sons are part of the board of directors.
Wow.
And they have been very active in pursuing community service. And as a mom, I am just so proud to see my boys and watching them really go through the same sense of accomplishment in being able to be of service to other people. So.
Oh, that's amazing. Do you see what I mean, people? It's just the way you balance your work life, your home life, your charity life. You may be juggling 15 or 20 balls in the air, but you don't drop a single thing.
Thank you so much.
You don't drop a single thing.
Sometimes I also don't know how this is all just coming into place, to be honest, Chantel. I guess a lot of it has to do with God. God has really been the center of our life, and that I have really a good relationship with God, and that I wake up in the morning, first thing I say is thank you, Lord, for another shot at life, especially when I work in an industry where I see people suffer every day coming to the hospital with, illness. And for us normal people where we're not dealing with illness, we deal with petty things like, okay, what am I going to wear tonight? Okay, I
Yes.
didn't get the dinner reservation that I always wanted. But these are petty things. People are dealing with other things such as, okay, my next chemotherapy is scheduled, next week.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to have
Yes.
surgery for my cancer. How is it going to be? Will this breast cancer go away after my breast has been reduced? These are pressing questions that I deal with when patients come to me in the morning, and this is what I deal with. So it's not incredibly impossible for me to just say in between all these things happening, Lord, bless them, and I hope you find the way to touch their heart and heal their stress. And then I see myself and I say, thank God, my issues are so petty compared to their issues. And I guess this kind of immersion in this kind of situation makes one realize how blessed and lucky we are to not have to think about insecurity about, will I still be alive tomorrow? Right. Will I still have the finances to keep paying for my hospital bills? And these are things we don't think of every day, yet these are things that are imminent and can happen.
Yes, because we have to, you need to focus on the good in your life. If you can find 3 things to be grateful for every day, you know what I mean? And maybe even keep a little journal or just remind yourself.
Yes.
I mean, because there's just so much suffering in the world. And if your hardest point in your day was, oh my goodness, I forgot to charge my phone and it died while I was out. It's like, okay, then you have a really good life. You have your health.
Yes.
That's the most important thing. If you wake up on this side of the dirt,
I agree.
And you have your health, that is a day, that is a fresh opportunity to start something amazing and to have a good day. You have to choose happiness. It is a choice.
It is a choice.
Yes.
And you have to be grateful. When you are grateful, I believe, Chantel, you are going to be a happy person. People always say when I come to work in the morning and I'm so bubbly and I'm so like joyful and I'm so like, they're like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because that's who I am. And then one of my mentors came to me one day and said, no, it's not because that's just what you are, but it's because of your mindset. It's because of your mental thinking, and you appreciate so many. You choose to see the good. When you choose to see the good, no matter the storm, you will find the light.
That's right. You have mental fortitude.
Yes,
is what it
I
is.
guess
Absolutely.
that's important.
It's so important. It's so important to have a positive aspect on life.
Yes.
If you continue to just beat yourself up, it's like you do need, of course, we all need to give ourselves grace, but we have to just remember to be grateful for the little things.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
And one more thing, I'd like to thank my husband. He is my shock absorber. Because amidst all these things, I do have my moments, and my moments when I really need to vent. He's my shock absorber. And it helps when you say these things like, oh my God, my products didn't arrive on time. Oh my gosh, there was a mistake on the boxes. Things like this, especially now that I'm entering the entrepreneurial world. Oh my gosh, Chantel, this is a totally different world that I have just entered. I cannot believe it. I'm just so used to being focused on, okay, I'll go in the morning. My job is to relieve and reassure my patients with their anxiety because they're going to go for surgery. So that's my mindset. I'm going to make sure I'm going to hold their hand, take them through the time, of course, during their comatose state. And then when they wake up, I'll be there. First thing they see is me, and they're happy, they're alive. So that's my goal. But now that I've entered the business of being an entrepreneur, and it has totally changed. I go to bed at night, the last thing I think about is the business. And the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning is how to make sure that everything happens at the way that I wanted it envisioned. Most especially that we are going to launch this coming Saturday, and there are still things that I want everything to be in place, and I am so meticulous.
Yes, you are.
And I am so hands-on that I want to be a part of everything. So even if there's a team taking care of this, team taking care of that, I still have my hands on everything. I still want to make sure that the orchestra is working well. So that is very stressful.
Because this is your vision that's being brought to life. And this is something that you've worked so hard on. And I've followed the journey. And I know how hard you worked to make this come to fruition. So it's like, I don't blame you for having your hands everywhere. And I think as moms, we are so accustomed to multitasking. We don't know another way. We're used to juggling children and husband and work and home. So it's almost normal for us. It's like we're used to that stress. That's not the thing that stresses us. We're used to that stress. You know, it's the other outside forces.
That is true. The things that we cannot control.
Exactly. It's those uncontrollables that kind of have us like biting our nails. But like everything else, we're so used to juggling everything. So just my hat's off to you and everything that you do. I just absolutely adore you. But I just have to know, what was the inspiration behind like starting this brand?
The inspiration, this is really the why. For so many years, I have been like, that how much I love everything about beauty, everything about aesthetics. And that's just part of me, even growing up, even when I was 17, 18 years old, even when during those times, you have like the baby skin. I would still, like when studying at night, I would still apply evaporated milk on my face to preserve, So I was really into already taking care of myself. I was big in self-care and big in wellness and health and everything that would mean that I maintain and respect the body that God has given to me and bring it to its best maximum potential. So growing up, I was always like that. So all throughout these years, even as I have achieved, financial security, I have spent a lot of money on premium brands because that's where the feeling of assurance that I get that I'm getting the best.
Right.
And I won't even have to mention to you the brands that
I know
love,
exactly. I know what she loves. I know what my girl loves.
So I only want, I only want always the best for my skin and for my health. That's why I'm pesco vegetarian and I practice really health and wellness. It is a way of life. And I found out that I've been spending thousands of dollars on all these premium products that I am actually paying for the name brand.
Absolutely.
I am paying for the name. Yes, it works. That is correct. But at the same time, I'm thinking, what about the other women who also want to look good and also want to access beautiful skin? But because these products that I know in my heart has helped me are beyond expensive. Like a small tub of Chanel costs anywhere from $250 to $750.
Absolutely.
And it will last you maybe a month or two.
Absolutely.
These are expensive. And even with other brands there, the high-end brands, in order for you to maintain your skin, you have to spend so much money. And so I thought about, what? Why not me come together with a manufacturer and then my vision of these kind of products that are efficacious, potent, and share my vision of it being all natural, because that's what is important. They're not filled with fillers. And the reason why I do not buy brands that are out there that are priced according to what the public may think is good, but really you're not getting the
No,
bang
you're paying for
your
packaging.
Yes.
You're paying for packaging and you're paying for a name.
And for fillers also, for stuff that you don't know what's in there.
Exactly.
And I know exactly what is good for your skin because I've been conscious about it. I've done tons of research about it.
And you're a medical professional and have been and have multiple degrees.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm in public health. I've also been, a nurse anesthetist for more than 17 years. And I've been in the nursing industry as a medical person for over 30 plus years.
Exactly.
So I know exactly what is important for your skin and to make it healthy and so that it can fight off all the stressors that especially your face that you're facing every day. So I told myself, why not do this? But that was the hardest part. Finding a manufacturing company, a manufacturer that would actually really consider the stuff that I want, that I would sit together with that manufacturer and I'll say, hey, this is what I want and this is what I know that women need. And I have a beauty secret that I have in my hand. I want to share this to them. And so that was the hardest part, finding that. It took me many, many, many months in order to find the correct and the right and the perfect manufacturing company that shares my vision and who is willing to bend backwards in order to fulfill this need that I have, that this is the setup that I want. And my setup is I have a regimen. Having beautiful skin and having healthy skin, glowing skin does not come from one product that you apply at night. It comes from a system or a regimen or a couple of steps, which I have simplified because I'm a busy woman. And I cannot imagine how many busy women also are out there. I mean, to be honest, do we really have 30 minutes every night? I know some brands have this regimen and ritual. They'll take you 30 minutes to apply 5, 6, 7 different layers on their skin just to maintain it. I cannot do that. I don't have that pleasure. I am busy. I have to be up, early at 4 o'clock in the morning to do my workout. I have, stuff that I need to do. So I simplified it. However, by simplifying it does not mean that we take away the vital steps. And that is what my brand is all about. I'm going to share it to these women. I'm very excited. I want to see more beautiful women around me.
And I understand your Yvonne has high standards. Like, I know how high your standards are. That's why if you tell me something is good, I know that I can trust it, because she plays no games when it comes to her skincare, the way she takes care of her body inside and out. So I know if you are vouching for these ingredients and you're saying this is going to do what it's supposed to do, if you follow the instructions and you follow the regimen, I believe it, because your standards are ridiculously high. Because I know how you operate and move through this world. And we're all trying to age gracefully as best we can. Do you know what I mean? And so when you talk about other brands, I know exactly what you mean, because, for example, I am going to call out a brand. I will say the name. I will say La Mer. The La Mer cream is $400 for a jar. We're talking, 3-4 ounces of product. It's $395. And it is filled with mineral oil. And it is also filled with petroleum. So it is petroleum jelly and it is mineral oil. And it is whipped up in a jar with a few other little ingredients. They're miracle broth, as they call it, mixed up in a jar for $400. Now, we all know petroleum jelly costs $1 at the grocery store. We know mineral oil costs about 85 cents for a bottle of mineral oil. And so for that to be in a $400 product and for that to be pushed as the end all be all of moisturizing your skin, absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. No. So I'm just so proud of you for for stepping up to the plate and saying, you know what, I have knowledge about something and I may not know all the business side of it, but I can learn.
It's true.
If I can learn to be an anesthesiologist and doing that as hard as it was, I can do this. I can do this too. And you have a partner in your husband who will step up and help you. I mean, I saw the video. I saw you guys flying to to your manufacturer and like all the behind the scenes, which I love your transparency. I love how you open up and you shared every step of this journey. It's really inspiring to me to see someone step up and go, I'm going to do this. So many people say what they're going to do and they don't follow through. When Yvonne tells me she's going to do something, give it a few months, because here it comes.
Thank you, Chantel.
What was that experience like going to the manufacturer and just like really getting your hands in there?
Oh my God, it was so exciting. I also teared up because I can't believe I was able to do this. Wow. I cannot believe. And having hands on and touching and really seeing how these things are prepared and how it is put together, labeled and boxed and all that. And I actually designed my own logo.
I know you did. I knew you did. I knew you did.
I did. I designed my own logo. And I kid you not, I did not use any AI in order to put all those scripts together. I spent many sleepless nights. And I cannot even explain. Even my webmaster was like, did this come from AI? I'm like, no. I literally, what you see on my website that describes the product, I did that. I did that. And I am so proud that I did that. And then the most important thing for me is not only even I know that the packaging is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
But it is the product.
Yes.
It itself, it is if you just follow my maintenance regimen, you are going to be very happy, and you'll come back to me by the end of the third month. Probably not even. Probably earlier than that, and say thank you for sharing this with me.
Oh my goodness. So please tell us the name of your line, and then I really want to get into your individual products.
Yes. So the name of my line is Yvo. And my husband actually found that name. Imagine when we wrote it down, I had like so many names, and then he just looked at me and said, Yvo, from your name, Yvonne.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, that sounds good. And then I'm like, well, this is all about skin. So there has to be skin. So Yvo Skin. And what is your goal? I want women to glow from within by being confident with their outside. Because, I mean, let us be real. Let us be real. This is our world today. It is important to have a presentable face. Not only, it's important to be hygienic. That is prime. But at the same time, you also need to be very presentable. And that is important. You need to glow with confidence from within.
Yes.
No matter your color, no matter your texture, no matter where you come from, even if you're male, female, or in between,
exactly.
It doesn't
Put
matter.
your best face forward.
Yes.
Because when you look good, you feel good.
Exactly. Doesn't that just sound right?
It's absolutely 100% true. If you leave the house and you feel like your hair isn't right, or your makeup's not right, or you don't feel like your skin is at its best, you feel like you're having a breakout.
Yes.
You don't put your best face forward because you're hyper focusing on what you feel is wrong with yourself that day.
I feel that way too. And I thought it was just me, but you know what? I think a lot of people are the same.
Yes.
So this product will help you glow from within because it will teach you the fact that this is so funny. I was putting makeup on today because I have this event. I forgot to put foundation.
Yeah, but you don't need it. I'm looking at your face.
I forgot to put foundation. I ended up with my moisturizer, and then I was starting to put my eye makeup. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I have not put foundation on. And my husband's like, well, you need to be on camera. So I'm like, one day, when people start using this within a couple of months, I promise.
You're going to see some results.
You will.
You follow the routine.
Yes, follow the routine.
So can you break down the regimen for us?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I thought you would never ask. So the skincare line has 10 products in it. We have 3 cleansers that cater to different skin types. And then we have 2 peel pads. And then we have 3 serums. And then we have 2 moisturizers, one for daytime and one for nighttime.
Okay.
But the daytime can double for both. You can use it for nighttime. You can use it for daytime. Let's start with the cleansers.
Okay.
We have the cleanser that is good for normal to dry skin, and then a cleanser that is good for oily and blemish-prone skin. And then we have the vanishing cleansing oil, which is actually made of hemp seed. It's yes, but it does not contain the component that will make you high. I promise. But it is hemp seed oil, and it doubles as a double cleanser, which means you use it on your face to remove a sebum and impurities, and especially makeup. But even if you don't, this hemp seed cleansing oil, it's called Vanishing Cleansing Oil, is really, really amazing for your skin. It helps with acne. It also helps with dry skin. What it does basically is it balances your oil production. Your linoleic and your oleic acid need to be in the correct proportion in order for your skin to not have issues with oil and dryness. So the Vanishing Cleansing Oil is not only good to remove makeup, it's also best to maintain normal skin. So that is the Vanishing Cleansing Oil.
Okay.
It stands alone on itself, and you can add that on into your regimen.
Okay.
Then we have the, as I mentioned, cleanser for dry skin, a cleanser for oily skin. Then we have the peel. The peel sounds scary, right? Peel. Is my face going to peel? Well, physically, you won't see your skin peel, but it will do its work underneath your epidermis. It will go underneath, and it will actually remove all the glue and the dead cells that are causing your skin to not glow. So after the peel pad, we have the serum. The serum is what you use on nights or days that you're not using the peel. The serum is to either help you glow and even out skin tone, which contains the niacinamide and the best form of vitamin C, which is called the, what is this? I forgot the name, but it is a mouthful actually. That's why
That's okay.
it's called the tetrahexadecyl ascorbate.
Oh, yes, we would have never remembered that one.
Yes, the tetrahexadecyl ascorbate is the most stable form of vitamin C. So some products will claim they have vitamin C in it, but there are many different forms of vitamin C.
And not all forms of vitamin C are shelf stable. So.
No, so this tetrahexadecyl ascorbate, which is such a mouthful, is the one that is contained in that serum with the niacinamide. Then we have the anti-aging, which you use at night. This is a serum. It contains 3 forms of vitamin A, the retinol, then retinol.
Wow.
What is this?
These are very
Palmitate. These are
very effective.
Yes. This product line that we have with Yvo Skin Glo are very potent. And I am proud to say that in my team, we have a plastic surgeon married to a scientist. She is a dermatologist, scientist. And their greatest problem before was how can he share products with his post-surgery patients that are going to be efficacious with the scars and with the fresh wounds. Using these products at the same time, it is sensitive and gentle enough that they will not break out. So that is the reason why these products. But long story short, after our serums, we have the moisturizers, like I mentioned, the daytime and the nighttime. The basic regimen, I call it the Glow Essential Kit.
Okay.
Comes in 3 pieces. And this is what we're going to push for people to actually purchase and actually use as their regimen versus just one item. These other items, these 3 items complement each other. They work synergistically. Okay. They are formulated together so that the presence of one will complement the other. So it is very simple. When you wake up in the morning, you already wash your face, right? So you use the cleanser to wash your face. After you wash your face, you put on the moisturizer. And that is you use the Radiance Glow Moisturizer. And then that's it. At nighttime, when you come home from work, of course, you want to wash your face again.
Yes, cleansing oil and then cleanser.
You can use, the cleansing oil is actually an add-on. Some people are not comfortable using cleansing oil yet, but we will teach people how to use it. But with the basic kit, which comes with, it's a triad of the cleanser, peel, and moisturizer, very simple. It won't even take you 5 minutes to do this every day. But if you just do this religiously every day, I promise you, probably within 30 days time, you'll come back to me and thank me. I promise you that. So you use the cleanser at night again. After you cleanse your face, this is the time where you will use the luxury peel pad. So what you do is you apply it on your face and you leave it on overnight. And you don't put anything on. Don't put any moisturizer on because we have to remember this peel, it contains the AHAs, the BHAs, and the PHAs, and also really potent PHAs or hydroxy acids.
Okay.
And what it really does is it will soak your skin overnight so that it will remove the glue. Remember the glue that we were talking about?
Yes.
And if you have blemishes, it also contains salicylic acid that will help with your blemishes. And the name of this peel pad is Retexturizing Glow Pad because it will resurface your skin.
Nice.
Yes, and that's what you do overnight. When you wake up in the morning, again, you wash your face. Now you have a choice. Either you wash your face with the cleanser or you just wash your face with water. So either way, after you do that, again, you put on the moisturizer because now you've removed the substance in there.
Yes.
You go about with your day and then you come home at night and then you wash your face again and put the moisturizer on. Twice a week, I would recommend to do the peel. But I promise you, your face is not going to peel. It's a term that is such a misnomer.
I know. People think it's your skin peeling off,
No,
and that's it. That's not what it is. Yeah,
What's
that's
going to
not what it
peel
is.
off are the debris and all the bad glue that sticks together. So a lot of people go and buy their moisturizers and put it on their face, and they think that's golden. Actually, those moisturizers and
They can't penetrate.
Yes, no one is telling you about this because of course they're just marketing it for you to buy, but it's not going to work. Why? Because you have not laid the correct foundation for that moisturizer to work. You have all the dead skin cells covering your epidermis. So how is that moisturizer that costs $400
Going to penetrate your skin?
No, it's a waste. It is such a waste of money. And I feel really bad for a lot of women who have been doing this. They purchase expensive items and then put it on their face and they think that's it. But it's not going to work truly. It's not going to be effective. For it to be effective, you have to follow the steps and you have to follow it religiously. Very simple. Cleanse your face and then soothe it with the moisturizer. And then at night, twice a week, on the night, do your peel, cleanse your skin, apply the luxury. I've already formatted it that all you're going to need to do is take a pad and put it on your face. You don't even need to put it on, some
you have to run them under the water and do it to activate it and rub it together and do all these things, or lay it on your face for 15 minutes and then massage it in. Oh, good gracious.
Yes, there's so many steps.
You've really stepped this down. This is perfect for busy women, busy moms, or anybody who just wants to take care of their skin but just has limited time, but they want maximum results with minimal effort.
Yes, correct.
Which that's really, really nice.
Yes.
I love that. And just in regards to just the skincare not being as effective as it can be, I mean, think about like when you're, even with your hair, it's like, you have to cleanse your scalp. You can't just wash your hair. You have to cleanse your scalp.
Yes.
You have to have a healthy scalp in order to grow healthy hair.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's certain maintenance that you have to do. If you're painting something, if you're painting an old door, like you're going to buff the old paint off. You're not just going to paint new paint on top of the old paint because then it's just going to chip off.
I love
you
your
have
analogy.
to lay that. Yes, you have to lay that foundation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You have to peel that off. Then you're going to prime that door and then you're going to repaint it. You have to follow the steps to get the best result.
And that's what I want to share to all the women out there.
Yes.
That beauty secret that I have. And also to reinforce the science behind it. The skin of our face is very different compared to the skin of our body.
Yes.
The skin of our body actually renews itself very fast. The skin of our face takes about 28 days for it to renew. So what do? We help it by peeling it. And again, by saying peel, I'm not saying you're going to look like you're going to have peeled skin. No, it's just a term. I wish there was a better term. Resurface, maybe.
Yes, resurfacing is better. That's what we're saying. We're trying to resurface the skin to bring the best skin, our best face forward.
Yes. So this particular serum that I have, which is already ready for you to just put it on your face in the form of a peel pad. We call it a peel pad. And it's called a retexturizing glow pad. With the term itself, it will retexturize your face because in probably, I would say, probably even 2 weeks, you will already, if you have used this product maybe 4 times in a row, that's probably 2 weeks, you will become addicted to doing the regimen because then you will realize it's not just your face now that you want to be really silky soft, like, a baby's butt. You can actually put it on other parts of your body, even the back of your hand. And this is really, really amazing. I really can't wait for people out there to realize that what I am giving them is really the holy grail of
I love your passion
skin.
for your products. I love your passion for your products just because I know that the science is, you're backed up by science.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And you're backed up by some ingredients that you have researched for so long. And the ingredients that you have listed are absolutely incredible. And so like even with your price points and it's just so fair, and it's you're making it accessible.
Yes.
Which is just extremely appreciative right now. With the prices of everything being ridiculous. It's like eggs are $10 a carton for Pete's sake. So to have an amazing skincare routine that is effective for a price point that's accessible for people, that in and of itself. Like I applaud you for that.
Yes,
like,
thank you. Thank you.
Because we all want to age gracefully.
Exactly.
And not everybody wants, because I'm not I'm not someone who does filler. I don't do
Yes.
Botox. So I do rely heavily
Yes.
on my skincare and my
Yes.
sunblock. I
Yes.
rely on it to do its job,
Yes.
And I'm a big, for me, like skincare, it's, I put it on my neck, Yvonne.
Yes,
Like it's on the
correct.
neck. It's on my little double
Correct.
chin. It's on
That
my
is correct. That is correct. And for our price point, since we've talked about price point, I know I haven't launched the website yet. We are still ironing out some wrinkles to make
Yes.
it really, perfect. So I'm looking at probably before the date of our launch, I will have the website
Yes.
open. More or less, if I will summarize the price point, it's almost like sipping 2 Starbucks coffee a week to maintain beautiful skin.
Wow.
That's what it is.
Yes.
It's almost like less than $2 a day for you to invest in maintaining beautiful skin. And that is our price point. It is so much less than that.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
So
Because I know, you personally, and I know the time and care that you take with everything that you do. And I know the effort that you put in, and
Thank you.
And she is meticulous, but she's the sweetest perfectionist you'll ever meet. Like she is the personification of a perfectionist, but she does it with a smile and you know what I mean? Like she doesn't make you feel bad that you're not perfect. She just kind of, she's that person that'll give you that gentle tap and it's like, you can do better.
Oh my goodness, Chantel, you are so right. You are so correct.
We can do better.
Yes.
And you'll put it, we can do better. Like, yes, you're right. You're right. And it's like, because to see, everything that you've accomplished and
Thank you.
to see you start this business. I mean, I remember when I first started following the journey, because this has been a long journey, and watching you and your husband travel and
Yes.
everything that you've done, I'm like, look at Yvonne go. Like, and when I saw the name, I said, yep, that's my girl, because you absolutely do glow from within. So your products describe you perfectly, which is so funny. But I mean, when I started reading about the products individually themselves, when
Yes.
I was doing the research online, I was like, whoa, these ingredients are like hardcore. This is like you said, efficacious. Like this is effectiveness
Yes.
in a bottle.
Yes, it is. It truly is.
It is. When I start reading some of my
Yes.
other like this, when you start reading the backs, the bottles, and reading about the
Yes.
ingredients that she's using and what
Yes.
she's providing to you all,
Yes.
it is going to make you go, you're going to run to your skincare cabinet or your skincare fridge, and you're going to start cleaning it out.
Exactly.
You're going to start tossing out things that are not
Yes.
serving you.
Yes,
And I
that is
think
correct.
we fall into routines of just like, oh, I need to replenish this or that. But you're
Yes.
not stopping to think, is this serving me? Am I
Yes.
getting the results that I want out of this
Yes.
product? I've bought this 10 times.
Yes.
And I still have this same issue right
Yes,
here on my dry
exactly.
cheek.
Correct.
And I'm buying the same thing. I'm like,
Correct.
that's literally the definition of insanity,
Correct.
doing the same thing over and
Over and
over and
over.
expecting a different result. And I think so many of us do it. It's like, oh, I need
Yes.
to replenish this. It's empty.
Yes.
Do you really though? Or do you need to try something else that might be more effective for you?
Exactly. And my skincare brand, I am here for the long haul. And that's what I always say. My brand is my legacy. And I'm
Yes.
doing this, and I've always been doing things because for a higher reason, not because I want to, make money or all that.
Yes.
This is not like, big on heavy business structure, because for one, I'm not really a businesswoman. I didn't start out as a businesswoman.
Right.
I started out from a different industry, which is the medical field, and
Yes.
my passion for science, marrying my passion for beauty, and my passion for being there for women. All these
Yes.
three potions combined. And this is why I am here, because I know that I have this. I'm excited. It's like I've discovered something. I'm just excited to share it to everybody. I
Yes.
think that's where I stand.
Yes.
And irregardless of everything, if I can just give these products to everybody,
I know you
would do
would.
this.
I know you would, because that's her spirit and that's your heart. And that's
would
why
do this.
like you go back and forth and you struggle and you want to make sure that you want to make your products as accessible
Yes.
and as affordable as you
Yes.
possibly can, because
Yes.
that's just who you are and your spirit.
Yes.
Because you're just, like I said, you're a person who serves. You're a person who
Yes.
gives of yourself, and your excitement is extremely contagious. And I mean, I'm so excited for your grand opening, your big event. Can you
Thank
tell us a little bit about your upcoming event?
Yes. So my upcoming event, I actually did not envision it to be like this. I was thinking of a small event for like close family and really close friends, maybe 50 people, you know.
Yvonne, so many people love you. How are you going to have a launch for 50 people? Are you kidding me?
I know. So in the beginning, that's what I wanted because I wanted to sell this on e-commerce. And so, but I was thinking not a lot of people personally know me. So when I open the website, I want people to see the story behind who I am and how this brand started. So I wanted like a documentation. Okay, we have a launch and these are the products, kind of like to be able to connect to people and them seeing, oh, she's a real person. This is not just, you know, an actor or an actress that they've hired to say, hey, this person uses this product. She has beautiful skin, so buy this product. I don't want that.
This is not some bogus celebrity brand. This is a real person with actual beautiful skin and a medical background with knowledge of these ingredients that's trying to bring something amazing to the table. Yes.
Thank you. Yes. Put together, you said it perfectly. So that's what I wanted. So just a small, you know, didn't want it to be really big event. So I sent out my invitation to these 50 people, and I was even not sure if they were really going to come. I kid you not, within 5 hours time, my 50 seats, 70 became 70 because I did a fluff.
Of course it did. Yes.
It went away. Why? Because these folks that I invited said like, oh, I want to bring my friend. She loves skincare too. We would like to know more about your product. And I'm like, okay. So they registered and then so I had no choice. So some people that had not registered came back to me and said, well, it already says full. How can I come and attend your event? I wanna be part of it. I also want to see
because everybody wants to support you because of who you are.
Thank you, Chantel. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I went back and said, okay, so I'm going to open the other portion of the conference room in Hilton and make it to a bigger ballroom so I can accommodate. So my number of 50 people has now become 120.
Of course it has. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised it's not 200.
I wish I had envisioned it that it will actually encourage, you know, it will accommodate all these people. I could have done more. But what I'm going to do is we'll do it again next year. We will have like an event like that next year. And
you'll have to have your 1-year anniversary celebration.
Yes.
Because I just wish you just so much just love and just good vibes, and I just I know that this is going to be big, which is why I wanted to get to you now before it got too crazy, before it got too hectic, even though her schedule is very hectic, which is why like I said, I drove all the way here to be with her, and I would drive 20 hours. I wouldn't care how far it is, because I wanted to like really be a part of this whole launch and just be able to support and just, you know, share my love for you with everyone who listens and just how much respect I have for you as a woman and a business owner. Myself being a business owner, you've inspired me in so many ways. I keep your picture up. Yvonne's picture is framed and up in my studio at home that I record in. Because sometimes when I'm like, oh my God, this is getting to be too much, I'm tired, I'll look over at her picture and go, Yvonne wouldn't stop. Yvonne would start something else and keep pushing. Like you always strive to be the best version of yourself. And you inspire that in others, which is why your children are the way that they are.
Thank you.
And which is why your husband has so much admiration for you and why you ended up with 120 people instead of 50.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to cry. Thank you so much.
We're not crying anymore. We love each other and we're going to stop with the tears. But I'm so proud of you and this whole venture and how you just like took the bull by the horns and said, I'm going to go make some skincare because I'm tired of this.
Yes.
Like that is amazing. And just how you manifest things and how you created a vision board for your life and how you followed through and you just have everything that you ever dreamed of. But you have it because you put in the work. It wasn't, you guys, this wasn't laid in her lap.
No.
This wasn't just handed to her.
No.
She comes from very humble beginnings and she's worked her butt off for everything that she has.
Yes.
You deserve everything that you have.
Thank you.
And I wish you so much success with your company.
Thank
Yvo Skin Glo, you guys, it's going to be amazing. The website will be launching soon. I will
Yes.
put all the information in the description bar for this episode.
Thank you.
Check us out on beautytopics_glam on Instagram. I'm going to be posting Yvonne and sharing so much more information about
Thank
her
you.
company. Can you please tell everybody your Instagram so they can follow?
Yes, actually on Facebook, it's Yvo Skin Glo.
Okay.
On Instagram, I have not created an Yvo Skin Glo yet, but it is mrsphilippines.intl 2023.
Yes.
I'm on TikTok too. It's Mrs. Philippines INTL also. That is my next step. I will make sure that my social media is taken
Yes.
care of. I have just been so focused on the products and getting this started.
Absolutely.
I have meant to do that. On YouTube, I also started Yvo Skin Glo.
Awesome.
I've put a little bit of videos in there.
Nice.
But I plan
I'm so
on,
excited.
I plan on putting more once.
It's so much work.
Yeah,
It's so much
after
work,
this.
and you're juggling so much. But
Thank you.
But you guys, you know where to find her. I will put all her contact information in the description bar for the episode. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you.
And I'm so grateful, Yvonne. Thank you again for being here and allowing me into your beautiful home. You guys,
Thank
I
you.
invaded her house. I was in
Thank
here
you,
cuddling
no.
her dog. Her amazing husband is here. My husband's here. We both have these amazing partners who support us, who helped us put this together.
Yes.
So, Yvonne, thank you so much again.
Thank
I'm
you
so
so
grateful for you.
much.
I love you dearly,
you too.
and I always will. And much success in the future, my dear.
I love you too. Thank you so much. I'm going to cry, but thank you so much, y'all.
Of course.
Thank you
All right,
so much.
everybody, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.